Hello everybody, hello again. It's good to be back on YouTube, making videos. I should be making more videos for 2014, I hope. So a little while back I made a video in Indonesian. Now as you know, this is a language channel and primarily focused on language learning and things of that nature. I also do enjoy talking about other topics as well in English, and also if I can talk about them in the foreign languages to make it more interesting, even though I'm not always successful. So I made a video in Indonesian. Sometimes I get a lot of hits and sometimes I don't, so I thought I might do it in English as well and probably a few other languages. It was basically a short video about love and relationships and things like that. So I like to get on here and speak my mind if I have an opinion about something, if I'm frustrated about something, or if I like something. I tend to just get on here and talk about it because I'm interested to see what other people are thinking. And of course my Indonesian is nowhere near as good as my English, so yeah. So my question, what I talked about was why is it that for some people, I mean, love and relationships, finding a partner, or whatever you want to call it, why do you think it just seems to happen for them, and for others it doesn't seem to happen, or at least it's a lot more difficult for them? I'm just curious. I'm interested in these social sorts of situations and scenarios and sort of the whole psychology behind it. But I've never really been able to figure out why it is that way. It may come down to personality, I don't know. So in my case, I've had a lot of frustration in trying to find a partner. It seems impossible almost, and when I think I'm getting somewhere, I'm not really getting anywhere. It turns out it just doesn't happen. Yet for others, it seems to happen quite effortlessly. Sorry, it may not be effortless. Sorry, I can't speak English today. It may not be without effort, but that may be an exaggeration. But it does happen a lot easier than it would for me. And it's always easier to look at someone else's situation and say, well, you know, they have it easy, they've got a good life, mine is not. And that's not the case. But nevertheless, it does seem to occur and happen quite readily, and it's much easier for them to find a partner. Whether it's one partner, whether it's multiple partners after a long period of time, whether it's long term, whether it's short term. I think it's all related. So why is it? Is it personality? Is it? I just can't work it out. And I get quite frustrated, and yeah, and I've had numerous discussions, endless discussions with family and friends about it, and you don't walk away feeling any better, really. And so now I'm resorting to these dating sites, these, you know, quality dating sites. I'm not going to mention them, but everybody knows what they are. So as an experiment, and also hopefully something might, if there's any chance of anything happening, then I'm doing it in the hope that something may happen, because I see it as people are on there for a reason, and everybody knows the reason why you're there. Everybody's in the same position. Everyone's in the same boat, so you know why you're there. There's no sort of... You can skip a lot of channels there. You can... I guess in a way you can be a bit more direct. You can be specific about what you want, and you can contact someone and that sort of thing, and maybe something will happen. So I'm using these things primarily as an experiment. I love social experiments, so I'm very interested to see what happens with that. Now I signed up to this site probably about 2 weeks ago, and I was just really sort of shocked at the lack of success. I haven't been on there long, so I shouldn't really be getting too upset. But I was sending out a lot of they're called kisses, where you can contact someone, the first contact, and wasn't getting any sort of positive response back. It was all no, 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 no. Thanks anyway, but no, not interested. So yeah, it kind of made me more depressed. But now I've been on there for a little bit longer, and I've started to have some replies. So I've been chatting with these girls on here, and I'm curious to see how that will go. As I said, purely a social experiment, and if something happens out of it, great. So I'm interested to know your thoughts. And another thing, people, if you complain about this or if you mention it, people say, well, you should do this, you should do that. Everybody has advice, everybody has a perfect scenario, a perfect method in their mind, which might make sense to them because the way that it's happened for them it's a way that it works for them, but it doesn't work for somebody else. For example, someone might never have been single in their life, and you ask them, what should I do, and they give you this advice, but it really doesn't really make any sense to you, because it doesn't apply, because they've had a completely different experience. So I'm interested to hear why it's so difficult. You feel like they're running away from you almost, which may not be the case, but it seems that way anyway. So I'm interested to know, since life is too short to not experience it. I think we should all experience this. I think there's a lot of positive reasons to have a partner and have companionship, to seek that sort of thing. Even though a lot of people will tell you, well, it's overrated, it's not that great, a lot of problems and stuff. Well, that might be true for them, but I'd like to make up my own mind. So thank you. Let me know what you think. Are you in the same position? If not, what works for you? If you were in the position, how did you get out of it? If you did, and if you've used dating sites or some other means of meeting people, then I'd be very interested to hear from you.